Back to Alone at Peace, touching lives around the world, motivated and inspiring. Um, it's a beautiful time to be alive. I'm on my way to work. Shout out to everybody worldwide that is making the decision to do what's right for you. Because at the very time that you make this decision and commit to it, life changes. See, we live in a world where, you know what, it's okay if you are a bit confused about yourself at times. You feel me? We live in a world where everybody's kind of, especially if you're in a Western civilization, everybody's kind of bundled up, thrown in the same pot. That's why they call it a melting pot, but it's just not ethnicities, racial groups, skin colors thrown in the same pot. It's also the place in the world where you see men and women thrown in the same pot. And that can be confusing. But it is, brother. I hope everything is well with you. I hope all is well with you, my brother. That can be confusing for men as well as women, because when we thrown in the same pot, now we find ourselves comparing ourselves to people of the opposite sex. And when you're talking about Western society, where it's so competitive, and things of that nature, and everybody boasts about victories and things of that nature, it's just super competitive. What happens is you can't necessarily blame you just spending time with your nephew, your brother's son. That's good, bro. Make sure you're being a good role model to him. He needs you for sure right now. But you need yourself as well. Remember that. See, on this society, right? Like, I feel for, and you know, sometimes it's a little harder to say this than others, for real. But I feel for women in this type of society, because at the end of the day, you want to be independent if you live in America, because at the end of the day, you can survive in this and you can thrive in this society and system, but without your independence and depending on someone else to get you through, it's a very scary task when it's not the only thing, it's not the only option. So what can happen is people just harden themselves because they have to compete with bigger, stronger, more endurance people on the daily basis, and it's the normalized civilization. But it is beautiful when you come to terms that you are who you are what you are, and you can accept the fact that you are vulnerable. And your vulnerability, when preyed upon, that's unfortunate. Sometimes it's a miscommunication, because at the same time, like, here's the thing that people need to recognize. Biologically, as men, we need wins. Biologically, we either win. When we win, our testosterone higher, our depression lowers. When we lose, our testosterone plummets, and our what's it called? Our depression raises. What's up, Arcely? My name is Home. You call me Alone, or you call me Peace. So the thing is, when you throw us in this melting pot, and we're all amongst one another, it can just become chaotic. You know what I mean? But if you can step back and you can recognize, hey, look, I don't really have anyone against me, although that may not always be true. You can always create these environments and surroundings for yourself. I appreciate that for sure. What's up, Totally Anonymous? You gotta recognize that at the end of the day, listen, women are softer, and it's a beautiful thing. Don't take advantage of it. Don't take advantage of it. And although you have the need to be competitive and get wins, sometimes you have to redirect yourself to an environment where that is appropriate, things of that nature. And if you see a woman trying to compete with you, don't get emotional about it. You feel me? And vice versa. Instead, as you mature, you begin to recognize that she's just overstimulated, because she's naturally in a society that offers overstimulation to her all the time. Even being in the workforce is extremely overstimulating towards women. And sometimes you just have to reassure them that, hey, listen, you are the reason. You're the reason for the competition between men, and you are loved, you're appreciated, and we got your back, I got your back, because it's not necessarily a choice. It is something that a lot of times they're triggered into. And also allow them to mobilize into more softer environments. Don't ever go looking to start shit with the woman, because at the end of the day, that's some weak ass nigga shit. And a nigga like me will beat your bitch ass on the gang, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, I came to the realization the way you word things is very important. That's very true. Girl, act all tough. Then that time she cried her eyes out. Exactly. A lot of times they acting tough because they so used to this hyper masculine society that they're thrust into that they're afraid to just bawl their eyes out. They fully expect a nigga, when they cry or when they succumb and show softness, they fully expect a nigga to predatorize them, which is an impossible position for a person to put themselves in. And a lot of times, as men, because we need to win so much, especially men that are taking losses in life continuously. What's up, basketball players? Do I know stray kids? Not quite. Because we're taking losses so much in life repetitively, whether it's to the system or it could just be a part of a phase in your life. You might have a nigga sexually harassing you at work or some shit, or people just trying to take and break your confidence in work environments, things of that nature. What happens is a lot of times you're showing signs that you're feeling for a win. So especially in that moment, she's able to read that from your nervous system, and she'll be naturally more geared, or she's just been around men like that, and she'll be naturally, which if she's in the workforce, she's around a bunch of losers because it's only one nigga dominating that workforce. So she'll be naturally more geared to protect herself, is what she feels like it is. And for you, it might feel like she's attacking you. And that's just something we have to come to terms with. See, it's a lot of times in life where I'm like, fuck. Sometimes it's hard as fuck to be a man out here, because in certain cases it can feel like, man, me just being a man, people are less willing to understand the highs and lows and the fact that I'm learning life without a father. So I'm trying to learn manhood by myself, and then I'm trying my best to be the best I can. But every day of my life I have not been the best, because every single day I'm trying to get at least a few % better, than I was the day before. So overall, at the end of the year, I'm going to be a better person. And people might think, because I'm constantly attempting to improve, they might even think I'm scamming them. And I'm still the same person, I'm just putting on a new mask. But that's not the case, On some fake tough shit, her pops. Yep, a lot of that happens. I had a lot of these masculine women that dog out men be soft to me, exactly because these women don't be masculine. It's just that they feel threatened. And see, a nigga can say, hey, don't feel threatened. Why do you feel threatened? Motherfucker, they feel threatened because, especially as they get later into life, they feel threatened because a lot of times, because see, what's been expected by women over the course of the last 40 years has dramatically changed every fucking decade. So they feel threatened because a lot of them aren't established in security because of that. It's because the last 40 years they've been trying to figure out how to secure themselves, and they've switched their approach 4 different times, which you can expect out of a woman. So what happens is they're gonna feel threatened unless they have a support system. Imagine a woman who don't got no brothers, they don't got no father, shit like that. See me, fuck all that. Like, I don't give a fuck about the personal shit. Me personally, like, I'm a real nigga. At the end of the day, beginning of the day. See me personally, I'm grinding right now, and I'm trying to have more than enough to just support my immediate family, because it's women that I know. Well, I ain't gonna lie, it's a woman that I know. Ain't got no brother, ain't got no fathers, ain't got none of that. Like, the fuck? I'm trying to have extra, because hopefully, in the hopes that, you know, circumstantially, it can come to the point where I'm so well off that, you know, a motherfucker can help that person to know that they're secure for the next day. Because at the end of the day, bro, if I know somebody or if I done got close to somebody, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. At the end of the day, bro, I done jumped in front of guns, bro. I'm not the type of nigga, I'm not scared of some shit that's gonna happen to me, as long as I know my heart is in the right place. So it's like, I be taking this motivation, I be grinding, and I gotta win all the time. Because at the end of the day, bro, I'm not just gonna be taking care of me and mine. Because if I believe in community. So at the end of the day, sister, if you ain't on motherfucking drugs, hard drugs, to where you really fucked up in the game, and you got the idea or inspiration or desire to better yourself, and I know you, motherfucker, I'ma definitely grind and work 70, 80 hours if I need to, and invest like a motherfucker, stay on top of these motherfuckers. Nigga, I'm studying, I'm doing all of this shit. Nigga, I ain't lost a trade in a long time. Now, I haven't had all the leverage that I wanted for the longest time, but it's getting there. And every trade I'm winning is getting bigger and bigger. And the reason is because, nigga, I'm gonna get filthy rich. Because at the end of the day, who knows how many of these people I might come across in my lifetime. Actually, to be honest, while I'm not filthy rich, I hope it's only the one that I know now. And you know, because at the end of the day, the motherfucker gotta, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm not winning if I'm not able to assist. That's just what the fuck it is. And that's important to me, because even if it's stipulations and it seems hard to get that win, because maybe there's a door put up and maybe I'm being seen as something with a motive that is outside of the reality. And the reality is, it is a loss for me, for someone that, or anyone that I've grown to love, you know. Another example, my mom, I mean, that doesn't have male help and support around them, you feel me, to have the idea that maybe they're not going to be able to listen. I know all the women that I know, I mean, and the one, and not including my mom, but also my mom, I know they're in situations where they'll be good for the course of the next year, and they got the power to sustain themselves for at least the course of the next 5 years, as long as they make that appropriate decision. But at the end of the day, by the end of that 5 years, I'm trying to be in a position to where, just in case they willpower or their body gives out, because I know they're not walking around here with the testosterone I got, that I can, you know, provide that security. Because at the end of the day, bro, I'm not living in no mental phase created by a hating ass nigga or a toxic ass nigga, because nigga, he can't beat me. That's how it's going. Masculine women, especially up north in the East Coast, shit, all over for real. See, I'm lucky and I'm keeping my circle small, because I know I can't feed the world. I'm keeping my circle small until I hit 25 million. But at the end of the day, bro, even though I've been on the wrong side and been on the harsh side and been demonized by folks that just possibly don't understand where I'm coming from at the time, but they sense the testosterone in me, the energy in me, and they sense that I could be a possible threat, although I would never give my energy in that way towards no woman. And most men are not threatening enough for me to want to gear my energy in that way towards them either. It's just like me personally, bro. I'm on this grind. I'm on this mission because I know that women need to be assisted into their equilibrium. Period. And these niggas with these movements these days, these niggas is getting all their wins versus women. They're not winning out here with other men. And they just trying to sustain their low testosterone levels by getting wins against women. And it's a goddamn shame, brother. It's a goddamn shame. Exactly, put them in situations to be masculine. Your biggest victory is being able to make women safe. Remember that. Y'all really want to walk around here with testosterone levels like alone, nigga, like home, nigga. A part of your life dedication needs to be to make women safe. Real shit. Nigga, I go to the club and I don't drink. I be dancing, I be having fun. I have no social anxiety, so I have no need to drink. But you know what I do? I observe, nigga. I see a creep ass nigga, I'm putting him out. Fuck you talking about. On me, nigga. At the end of the day, bro, I get it. Men feel like they're being victimized in the USA. Man, what a man is supposed to be capable of is being undershot by a mile out this motherfucker. So I don't believe in a willing victim claiming himself to be victimized. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in that. And that's very important. Me personally, bro, I ain't ducking no confrontation with no niggas. I fell out with one of my homies earlier this year. I mean, gang member. I'm out here in a place I'm unfamiliar with. This nigga a gang member. He got his squad with him and shit. I fell out with him. And it was, you know, a situation where a more older woman confronted him on behalf because he kept using the N-word, you know what I mean? Now, this nigga say nigga, you know what I mean? But he not black. So when she confronted him, she wanted to go and confront him by herself. Man, there was nothing in my body that allowed that. Now, I wasn't tripping off the line. Caucasian man calling me, saying nigga, especially wasn't hard R'ing me. And I know where he, you know, his background, where he come from. Is, you know, they say nigga. But at the end of the day, nigga, it was nothing in me to allow that woman to confront him. So, you know what I mean? I bopped up there. Me personally, I can even love my homies. But at the end of the day, you could be my best friend. If you want some violating a woman type shit, I'm gonna beat your ass. And that's just what it is. And y'all had to understand that, nigga, it's not simping. Especially for a nigga like me, I'm not trying to fuck nothing. Like, if I'm not out here trying to fuck strangers. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm not that nigga. My testosterone isn't, I'm not looking to boost my testosterone. My shit is really high. So I have no need for sexual validation to make myself feel more boom. Like, to most, I'm really more of a big brother figure. And that's on some real shit. And if you think that you think for whatever reason that, you know, I'm gonna let you slide, maybe we was bonding, we was cool, you're gonna be surprised when you wake up. I don't lie to you, you're gonna be surprised when you wake up. Weirdo ass niggas call it simping because they want you to leave the women vulnerable because that's the only wins they can get. I ain't gonna lie. I had a homie when I left out of high school, you know, admit something to me. I don't know why he felt that comfortable. Yeah, beat his body stiff, thought he was dead. Is what it is. I'm not with none of that shit. You understand me? I'm not with it. You know, because, nigga, I had a single mama. I got nieces. And before I had nieces, I had a single mama. And I'm sure maybe that had a part to do with the experience. But, nigga, I was never playing about that. You know what I mean? Never. I wish vigilantism was a little more lenient. Like, you know, it was a little more lenient in society. You know what I mean? Because I promise you, certain shit wouldn't happen on my block. You know why? Because, listen, man, I'm going to tell y'all, it's really, listen, we primates, bro. It's a hierarchy in this shit. And the hierarchy ain't the nigga who did steroids so he could get gains, you know what I mean? The hierarchy, so just off of appearance, it's not the nigga who has dedicated more time to it, so he has results. But the hierarchy is based off of the nigga who really pumps the more and higher volume of real day-to-day free-flowing testosterone with the androgen receptors that promote the masculine expressions. Because see, I'm gonna keep it 100. How you doing, Pamela? Pamela McBenson? I'm gonna keep it 100. When I'm around other niggas, I'm always top dog, period. And the real ones, they accept that shit. It be the real anxious bitch ass niggas that try to get, you know, and it never tricks me. Because nigga, when you try to approach and assert yourself, and I peep the anxiety and your effort, nigga, your jitteriness, nigga, I know you's a bitch, period, nigga. First thing I think is, man, this nigga can't even control his breath. You know what I do to this bitch ass nigga before he even knows something is done to him? So listen, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know what direction we going into, and I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Cause yesterday, I was a little sick in my head. I was sad. I was like, it's goddamn crazy. I'm out here, Jesus, then a motherfucker. I'm gonna get sacrificed. It's what it is. Like, that's how I feel sometimes because people misunderstand me. But what I had to recognize is, regardless of what is possible for me to go through out here for this cause, I wouldn't rather be in the Middle East out there oppressing women. Yeah, the average nigga might have higher testosterone over there because the average man out here is just a straight loser. And it's taking too many losses for his shit to pop up. But the nigga with the highest testosterone over here got way more testosterone than the nigga over there, trust. You know why? Because nigga willing to dominate any man, period. I'm not dominating no woman. Me personally, I fuck the shit out of oh, wait a minute. Listen, I'm not willing to, listen. See, and I just took a real cold shower, so you have to recognize that there's some things that's just being said that's just because, keep it 100, man, niggas don't give a fuck when they really have high testosterone. You feel me? Like, I don't care. I care, but I don't give a fuck, if you know what I mean. Good old boy ain't your boy. Listen here, buddy. What's your goals for the year? Talk to me about your goals. You know what I'm saying? Is your goal to be the YouTube troll of the year and get no reward for that? It just lie to yourself and act like you win it when you lose it. If so, keep going in your direction. But at the end of the day, it's not gonna help you in life. You're still gonna be an anxiety-filled little punk that hides behind the screen and talks crazy. You know what I mean? Through insurance. I don't know what that means, but I know you's up. See what I'm saying? How I didn't have to say it, but your whole motherfucking nervous system screamed the word out to you because your nervous system knows you're one of those. So get your life together, okay? Understand me? And if you don't understand me, you might end up laying under where I stand. You get it? It's a beautiful time to be alive. We surging. You dig? See, yesterday, stressful circumstance, but I had to accept the fact at the end, you know what, bro? I got a pure heart, pure soul, pure mind. Maybe some people don't get that. Maybe people want to see me as wicked, but it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not me that's making them feel that way. And because they feel that way, I'm not gonna set up no type of system that reassures how they feel, because that is a hopeless feeling. I don't want them to feel that way. Because I'm not here just to waste space or waste time. I mean, I'm really not. I'm really here with purpose. Um, and that's just now. Understand me this. I'm putting together the pieces this year. If uninterrupted and with no setbacks, by the end of this year, I'll be in position to really begin to make good on the things that I preach. By the end of next year, uninterrupted, no setbacks, it'll be no doubt that I am who I say I am, and I stand on what I stand on. And I just want y'all to recognize that it's more masculine as a man to follow who is exuding masculinity than to anxiously struggle against it because you question your masculinity. You cannot trick yourself. Your internal system knows that when you struggle against what is truly perpetuating masculinity, it's because you know that that is not what you are. So, join it. What it is, Amu. How you doing, my friend? Hope everything is going well for you. You know, I wish you a blessed time and experience. I hope you out here locking in, focused, progressing, doing something to contribute to yourself and society. Because you know what I'm saying? It used to be a time where the average man, I appreciate you subbing. It used to be a time in human history where the average man was so invested and devoted to a community that we was building statues higher than the Statue of Liberty, and a time where it was assumed, and we were developing things that were capable of developing that at a time when it was assumed that technological advancement had not taken place yet. See, we out here trying to get fake wins, and I'm just trying to show y'all what true victory is. Indubitably, because true victory gives you real results that will stick with you throughout life. Doesn't give you spikes that are only going to lead to higher drops. You feel me? I get it. You're looking at all of these gurus, you're trying to understand different things, but at the end of the day, you're just going to have to walk. You're going to have to walk this life out. You're not going to be able to write down a bunch of different things and then expect yourself to follow the steps. You're going to have to put one foot in front of the other and follow it up with the next one. Y'all be easy. Y'all some amazing, beautiful, wonderful people. We've been crushing all our goals in January. I guess the new goal for January is 300 subs. So you already know we're going to crush that and get there. When we get there, depending on the date, we might make our last sub goal for January, or it just might not be our last sub goal for January. But the goal now is 300 subs. Y'all be easy. Much love, peace, positivity. It's your boy, Alone in Peace, to whom is concerned, Silverback Home, Eternal Rising, Escaping the Maze, whatever you know me as. Motivating and inspiring lives around the world. And I'll catch y'all if I'm given the opportunity to catch y'all again, hopefully shortly. Y'all have a blessed one. I'm out.